Hi everyone, Shaked Bartal is here, ladies and gentlemen, yours and mine and everyone else out there. Carolina Panthers won a game, won a blowout game against the 8-1 Arizona Super Cardinals. Panthers won 34-10. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure all the expert, or I should say, so-called expert, Pro Football Talk, ESPN, NFL Network, also ESPN and ESPN, with the M and N, Sporting News, everyone, I'm sure, CBS Sport, everyone, Jonathan Jones, Mike Florio, Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, you name it, Antoine Stanley, you name them all, they will all state the Cardinals were playing without Kyler Murray, without DeAndre Hopkins. So that explains why the Carolina Panthers won 34-10. And ladies and gentlemen, you can absolutely disregard that statement by the national media, which I'm sure is going to come as explanation why the Cardinals lost by 24 points to the Carolina Panthers. So, by the way, Las Vegas coming to the game, and the Cardinals are by 10. That was the statement coming to the game. The Cardinals were going to win by 10 points. Now, here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. Last week, the Arizona Cardinals, without Kyler Murray, without DeAndre Hopkins, the Cardinals won on the road against the San Francisco 49ers, 21-17. The Carolina Panthers lost at home to the New England Patriots, 24-6. Now, the thing is, the Carolina Panthers made a big, and I mean gigantic statement with that win. And here's what the so-called expert did not take into consideration, as well as Las Vegas, that the Carolina Panthers had signed on Thursday the man, the legend, the superhero, the Superman, Cam Newton. And ladies and gentlemen, the expectation was Cam might not even take the field. I mean, he was signed on Thursday. He only had a chance to practice on Friday and a bit to walk through on Saturday. So he's probably not going to play. He's not going to start. He's definitely not going to start. It's going to be PJ. Don't call me Kemba Walker. And Matt, don't call me Charles Barkley. They're going to play. Cam will not play. Then, this morning we saw Ian Rappaport, along with others, tweeted Cam Newton is going to be active. Then we saw others, which I won't name them, stated, according to my source, Cam Newton is going to be active, but he's not going to play. Don't expect him to play. But ladies and gentlemen, not only did Cam Newton play, he played pretty well. Cam Newton, ladies and gentlemen, he by himself is responsible for 14 points of the 24 points that the Carolina Panthers scored today. Cam Newton, first play. On offense, after the defense for the Carolina Panthers recovered a fumble, Morgan Fox recovered the fumble. Carolina Panthers went ahead and scored a touchdown. Cam Newton, 2-yard rushing touchdown, Superman, touchdown, Carolina Panthers. The next drive, offense, Cam Newton with a throwing touchdown to DJ Moore. Panthers go on top 14-0. So Cam Newton, ladies and gentlemen, is not only a game changer, he is also a momentum changer for the Carolina Panthers. I mean, make no mistake about it. Without Cam Newton, and I'm not talking about the plays that he made, which were huge, but without Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers roster today, the Carolina Panthers do not go ahead and beat the Arizona Cardinals. And it's not because of Cam getting the 14 points by himself. It's not. It's more to do with the Cam Newton brings so much energy and excitement, not only to us, the Carolina Panthers fan base, but he brings so much excitement, energy, motivation to his teammate. We saw today the offensive line who struggled throughout the season, giving up how many sacks? Zero. Zero sacks. Zero sacks. Probably the first time in the season, if I'm not mistaken, that the offensive line for the Carolina Panthers gave up 0 sacks, which was great, outstanding. Carolina Panthers running back Christian McCaffrey, Chuba Hubbard, Amir Abdullah, they ran out. I'm not saying they didn't beforehand, but all of a sudden they were faster today, they were quicker. The Carolina Panthers offensive line, who struggled to create running room, all of a sudden McCaffrey, Abdullah, Hubbard had a lot of running room. Straight ahead, to the left, to the right. The wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers, outside of one drop pass that actually Cam Newton attempted to DJ Moore, which he dropped. Outside of that, one drop. The previous weeks, Carolina Panthers wide receiver combined DJ Moore, Robbie Wells, the Bear Anderson, Ian Thomas, Tammy Trimble, Alex Harrison, Terrace Marshall Jr., all of them combined, not including Amir Abdullah and McCaffrey and so on, and Hubbard, they probably had about 40 drops. Maybe I'm a bit exaggerating, but you get the point. But today, only one drop pass. PJ Walker played pretty well. Sure, he had one terrible interception, one terrible pass that was incomplete. Luckily, it wasn't an interception. But outside of that, he was outstanding. He was great. Offensive line, sure, they had penalties, which some of them, ladies and gentlemen, were really, really bad calls. And I'm not saying that because I'm a diehard Carolina Panthers fan. I'm stating that because when it's not a holding, it's not a holding, ladies and gentlemen. The defense for the Carolina Panthers coming to the game, they were number 2 best defense in the NFL. Today, they played like the all-time best defense in the entire NFL. Not for this year, not for last year or the previous year, but probably the best defense in NFL history. Yeah, maybe I'm a bit exaggerating, but ladies and gentlemen, you get the point. They caused a lot of pressure on Chase McCoy, and then on the backup quarterback for the Cardinals. I believe his last name was Shiver. I could be mistaken, but then again, he's like the 5th roster, the 5th quarterback on the Cardinals roster. The Panthers running defense did a great job of containing James Conner. So overall, Panthers did a great job against the run. They did a great job against the pass. Dante Jackson with the huge interceptions. They got sacks with Shaq Thompson, with Marquise Haynes Sr., with Hassan Reddick, with Morgan. Where is the Fox? Fox, Morgan Fox. This team, ladies and gentlemen, might be 5-5, but this team is a very dangerous team, ladies and gentlemen. And as Joe Brady rightly liked to tweet, it's 1-0, so it's one game at a time. But I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, this Carolina Panthers team should be put on notice in the NFC. Sure, you have the Cardinals, who right now sitting 8-2 following the 34-10 loss to the Carolina Panthers. You have the LA Rams, who made a great addition with Odell Beckham Jr., with Von Miller, so they're a very good team. You have the 49ers, you have the Packers, you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But ladies and gentlemen, do not, and I repeat, and also you have the Dallas Cowgirls, who won by 40 today against the Atlanta Falcons, 43-3. But I'm going to say this, ladies and gentlemen, do not, and I mean do not, overlook the Carolina Panthers. Because with this win, ladies and gentlemen, the NFC South title race is completely wide open, my friend. It's completely wide open. The Carolina Panthers are just 1.5 game out of first place in the NFC South. The Buccaneers lost today. The Saints lost today. The Falcons lost today. The Panthers won, and won in a big way. So yeah, I get it. The Cardinals were playing without DeAndre Atkins, without Kyler Murray. They probably would have scored maybe 7, maybe 10 more points with them playing. Who knows? But what we do know, the Carolina Panthers are a very dangerous team with Cam Newton. They have a great, and I mean a great defense. This defense is not a fluke for the Carolina Panthers. If you think they're a fluke, you need to stop drinking the Kool-Aid, ladies and gentlemen. This defense is for real. This team is the best 5-5 team in the entire NFL. They're dangerous, they're very good, and they just put the entire NFC on notice today. You can ignore it. You can state, oh, the Panthers won because the Cardinals had missing Kyler Murray, DeAndre Atkins, they were missing J.J. Watt, who is out for the season. You can state all of that, and you are more than welcome to have your opinion, even though they're a bunch of balonies. But yeah, you can sleep on the Carolina Panthers. We don't care. We really don't care. What we know, the Carolina Panthers fans, is that this Carolina Panthers team is dangerous. It's a very dangerous team. They're for real. You can sleep on them if you want, but if they get into the playoff, you better watch out, ladies and gentlemen. You better watch out, because this Carolina Panthers team can make a deep playoff run. And with that, keep pounding!